Good afternoon. We're bringing you your counseling moment from Kimberly Jones from Nan Gray Davis Elementary.
And I'm Lexi Greer from George Hall Elementary. So today we're going to talk about digital citizenship. Digital citizenship includes internet safety, equipment care, and digital netiquette.
At school, you guys are required to be good citizens. That means that you treat others with respect. You take care of your school, you're nice to others, you always try to do the right thing. Digital citizenship isn't much different. You should be kind to other people while you are chatting with them online or even on a phone. You should take care of your devices and you should try to follow online safety tips, just like you would follow the rules of your school.
Here are some tips for you to follow while you are using the internet or a device.
Treasure tip number 1. Do not share personal information, like your full name, your address, or your phone number.
The number one goal of internet safety is for you to stay safe. If you are giving your personal information away, then it is out there for anyone to get. You will be the most protected if you refrain from sharing your identity, your contact information, or your location with others. So when you are playing online games like Fortnite or on social media like TikTok, if someone you don't know personally tries to contact you and is asking you for detailed information about yourself, you should be very cautious. It may even be a good idea to stop talking to that person or to block them from communicating with you. Treasure tip number 2. What you post online is permanent. You are leaving a footprint. Digital footprints cannot be erased.
Sometimes we say things out loud that we don't mean. These things can be erased or forgotten. You can even apologize, but when you say something online or through a text message, it's permanent. As you see Miss Greer here, she is erasing the footprint. When you say things out loud, they can be erased, or you can apologize. But when you leave a digital footprint, it cannot be erased. See Miss Greer, she cannot erase this footprint. It is out there for everyone to see, and you can't take it back. The person that you say something to online could screenshot what you said and keep it forever. It can't be erased. It can ruin your reputation or make people think poorly of you. Your digital footprint is permanent. You can't erase it, but you can build a positive footprint by staying on task and staying safe online.
Instead of creating a negative digital footprint, you can build a positive footprint by staying on task and staying safe. The internet is a great tool to communicate, but we want to make sure that all of you wonderful students are communicating with kindness and respect for one another. Treasure tip number 3. Give credit to any sources you use. If you didn't create it, you need to cite it, and that includes when you use things like pictures.
Make sure you always give credit when you use other people's work or art. At the end of a project, you can list your sources. Your teacher wants to know your thoughts and ideas, not what other people think. It can get you in big trouble with your teachers if you copy someone else's work. So make sure that you're sharing the things that you came up with on your own, not just what other people think. Treasure tip number 4. Examine information. Not everything posted online is true or reliable. Be a critical thinker.
Sometimes people post things online that are not true. Make sure that before you believe whatever you read online, that you are reading information from a reliable source. For instance, when reading information about coronavirus, it would be wise to get facts from a reputable source like the World Health Organization or the Center for Disease Control instead of posts made on social media. Treasure tip number 5, keep it clean. Remember to think, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring, necessary, and kind?
Speaking of the coronavirus earlier, just like we need to keep our hands clean, right now from germs. We have our hand sanitizer. We're going to keep our hands clean. We need to keep what we post online clean as well. That means we should only post kind words that are true. Don't forget to use your brain and think.
You can use the acronym THINK to help you think before you post anything online, on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and other places. Think, is what I'm about to really post true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Or is it kind? If you can answer yes, then it's appropriate to post. If you answer no, then you should do the right thing and not post. It is easy to get upset when somebody hurts your feelings and you want to say something mean back to them. But remember, if you do this online, you're putting it out there for the world to see and it cannot be taken back. Always be the better person and try to only leave positive footprints. Treasure tip number 6, check your actions in the mirror. Think to yourself, would an adult approve? My teacher, my parents, my principal?
If you can look at yourself in the mirror and think, a good person would do this, or a good person would say this, and you know that you're not going to get in trouble by your mom or a teacher by what you said, then it's probably okay to post online. But if you're thinking to yourself, I'm going to get in big trouble when my mom sees this, or my teacher might get on to me for saying this, then you probably shouldn't post it. Think twice before you do. Words are powerful. You should use them for good. They're just like toothpaste. Once they come out, you can't put it back in.
In person, you should always use kind words towards others, but especially online, where your words are right there in print and cannot be erased or taken back. You should be careful to treat others nicely. If you don't have anything nice to say, just keep your thoughts to yourself. Treasure tip number 7, be respectful to all. Stand up for others and no cyberbullying.
It's easy when you're in a group chat to let people be mean to one another. You could just sit back and not say anything. But don't do that. Don't be a bystander. You should stand up to cyberbullies. And if you stand up to them and they still keep doing it over and over again, then you might need to ask an adult for help. Cyberbullying can hurt the target just like bullying in person.
So if you remember back in October during Bullying Prevention Month, we talked about what bullying is. It's wrong, it's usually done on purpose, it's hurtful, and it happens over and over again. Remember, it is something that can happen to anyone, anywhere, anytime, and in any way.
Digital citizens are respectful. They think before they post, they are aware of rights and privacy, and they stay on task while they're online.
Just remember, being able to use the internet is an amazing privilege that can be taken away from you if you don't use it correctly. Just like your parents can ground you from playing video games or going places, they can also put you on restriction from using the internet or your devices if you don't think while you're using them and follow the online safety tips and guidelines.
Don't forget to think before you post. Think, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Or is it kind? And if you can answer yes to those questions, then it's okay to post. If you can't answer yes, then it's not okay to post.
So let's recap our internet safety guidelines. The internet is a tool we can use to learn new things, chat with friends and family, and play games.
Don't share your personal information with people online that you don't know.
What you post online is permanent. You are leaving a digital footprint.
Make sure you give credit to any sources that you use when completing a project.
Not everything posted online is true or reliable, so use your critical thinking skills.
Keep it clean and think before you post.
Remember to check your actions in the mirror.
Be respectful to others online and stand up to cyber bullies.
One last tip we want to add for you is if there's a situation in which you don't know what to do, you should immediately try to seek guidance from a trusted adult. Trusted adults could be your parents, your teachers, or another family member. We all love you and we want you and your friends to stay safe. So remember, just like you would go to a trusted adult for help if you didn't know what the rules were, you can also turn to a trusted adult to help you handle problems online or when using your devices if you don't know what to do.
Even if you think you may get in trouble for telling, you should do that anyway because it's better to get in a little bit of trouble by your parents if you don't know what to do than something bad happening to you. And finally, we want to give thanks to Miss Brenda Elliott from the Alabama Virtual Academy for sharing this information with us about internet safety so that we could teach it to you. Thanks, Miss Elliott.
We look forward to seeing all of you back here next week as we're going to share a special kindness challenge. We can't wait to share it with you. See you then.
Bye.